Oehieze. Welcome to Turkville, Turk Vision. This is a special edition for my friend, screen name Oehieze, O-E-H-I-E-Z-E. Hey bud, how you doing out there? You raised a few points in the comment you made on my video. That you weren't voting for John McCain. I'm sorry to hear about that. I'm very sure that if you went to the doctor and explained to him your problem, they'd probably give you a prescription for Thorazine or pretty strong chemical to get the chemical imbalance right in your brain so you make the right decisions. The other things you brought up were Martin Luther King Day, John McCain's voting record on that. You also brought up women's pay and a minimum wage. Let's touch base on those real quick. Martin Luther King Day, big deal. Who really cares? If everybody wants to be treated equally, we don't need any special holidays for anybody's rights. Give me a Caucasian Day. Give me a day to celebrate a white leader. What would that do in the world that we live in? White people that celebrated it or tried to get it enacted would be considered extreme racist if they did that. We live in a world where there's places like the NAACP. Let me ask you, if I started the National Association for White People, the advancement of white people, how fast would I be pegged a racist? Okay. In this world that we live in, there's illusions all over. That because of what happened hundreds of years ago to African Americans, that it's okay to give them special treatment now. Well, correct me if I'm wrong here, but having organizations for African Americans, special organizations to help them out, and just them, isn't that not equal treatment? Where's the organizations for a person like me? Okay? I'm not a racist. I love everybody equally. But come on, put the cards out, make everything fair. Women's pay. That bill, you're telling me to educate myself. All them bills were the same bills that are out now, that have been out for years about hiring minorities, okay? Why should a company have to slate so many positions for just women, for just minorities, for a certain race group? Why? Why shouldn't it be equal and the person that's best qualified for the job gets the job? Okay? He probably did vote that down, and that was probably a very smart move. Why would a company not hire the most qualified people for the positions that are available? And instead, they have to hire a certain segment of people to fill those positions to meet federal or state requirements. That's ridiculous. It's bad business, and it hurts the economy. Number 3, minimum wage. Okay? Over the last few years, we've seen a spike in minimum wage across the country. And what has that done to small businesses, mom and pop shops? Even mid-size corporations and some larger corporations. If the minimum wage goes up, the cost of goods and services also goes up with it. So the benefit to them people is really nothing. But it hurts the businesses. If I'm getting $1 more an hour because minimum wage went up, the cost of everything I do and everything I buy is also going to go up. What's going to happen to those businesses? They either have to lay people off, let people go, or raise the price of their product. Any one of those scenarios is bad for our economy. Plus, the businesses have to pay more taxes because they're paying more income. Okay? It's all something to generate more revenue for the country. For the tax man, really. Uncle Sam wants more of our money, and most of those are democratic issues and independent issues that have been brought up, that have been pushed through. You have your crazies out there that just want more and more money funneled into the government. Now, I personally, between the tax I pay for my income, from the tax I pay on my gas, from the property tax I pay on my house, from the sales tax that I pay on all my purchases, that equals 64% of my pay. Okay? You really realize that. So I go to work, and I work my ass off to what? To give 64% back to the government so they can do what? So they can argue issues that are really mute, that don't matter. Okay? I think you're the one that needs to educate yourself, buddy. You're living in this world where you want to complain about all this stuff, and you're really not out there doing anything about it. I am out there doing stuff about it. I'm posting these videos. Besides that, I'm very involved in my community. I'm involved in campaigns, and I won't give any details about the campaigns that I'm involved in, but obviously, you see the hat, you get an idea of what I'm out there doing. You educate yourself, and I ask everybody out there that's going to watch this to educate themselves. And I will go toe-to-toe with arguments on anybody. My personal feeling is that you're a Democrat and you're an extreme left-wing Democrat, that you think this country is screwed up and you think the only people that can fix it are Democrats, and you're going to listen to the BS speeches that he gives, regardless of what the actual words are that are coming out of his mouth. You have a bias against everything else, and you won't give anything else a chance. There are Democrats that I would have supported. This isn't a Democrat, Republican, independent thing for me. This is about what's best for our country, okay? Right now, we need a leader in this country that can lead our country. Somebody that can take our country to the next step. And it's not Barack Obama. It is not Barack Obama. He's a joke. He's a junior senator, okay? Junior senator. He was a senator for 143 days. That's it, 143 days. And he did nothing while he was a junior senator. Compared to a man that has dedicated his whole life to this country. Now, yes, you may not agree with everything he's done, every vote he's made, but there's one thing you cannot disagree with. He is the leader, and he can lead this country. And he's a proven track record of that. Okay? We're not going to agree with everybody that's out there. Nobody's going to come down and be the perfect candidate that everybody in the United States agrees with. But what you have to look at is what's best for this country, not what's best for your special interest or what your personal feelings are. Educate yourself. You go ahead and get a few books. Don't believe every book that you read. If you're going to read a left-wing book, then you need to read a conservative book, and you need to take to two different opinions, and you need to come to an agreement with yourself somewhere in the middle. That's what it's all about. Reading all the same stuff over and over and over again is not educating yourself. Okay? You have to get multiple points of view. You have to think about everything that you've just taken in, and then you have to make your own assessment. And I would bet everything that I have that you haven't done that. I would bet more than everything I have that you haven't done that. So I'm going to let you go. Everybody out there, hope you have a great day. Have a great weekend. The weekend's coming up. And stop by soon. Check out my new videos. Later.